Jamaican style or West Indian style. It takes quite a long time to cook this one. It is absolutely delicious. There's loads and loads of wonderful flavors in there. Just serving this with a bit of white rice. Welcome back once again to How to Cook Great. Okay, let's take a look at what we have here. Let's start off with our goat. There's like 1.5 kg there. So that's like 3 pounds of meat. There's some bone in there. Now what you can do is wash it in water, or some people actually wash it in vinegar or lemon. 1 onion. Now we're going to be adding some more onion later. This is just for this part. 1 onion sliced. About a teaspoon of salt and pepper and dried thyme. I would be putting in fresh thyme. I don't have any, so I'm using dried. Couple of bay leaves. Here I've got allspice. That's like a tablespoon of allspice, also known as pimento. Here we've got our Scotch bonnet or habanero. Scotch bonnet is more traditional. We're not going to put that lot in. That will kill you if you put that in. They're super, super hot, but they're very, very tasty. So we're just going to put one of those in. But yeah, you can use yellow or red. 2 tablespoons of garlic. 2 teaspoons here, or say a tablespoon of ground allspice or pimento. They're both going to go in whole and ground. Oil, there's like a cup of oil there. I'm using a sunflower oil. And here is West Indian curry powder. Now don't confuse this with like an Indian one. It's very different. It's more kind of fruity, less harsh. You know, it's kind of more cinnamon, coriander, nutmeggy in flavor, and it's heavy in turmeric. So yeah, don't use your kind of local Madras Indian one. It's a completely different thing. I will leave a link at the end. The video will pop up at the end, which I hope I remember to do, of how to actually make that. But yeah, get yourself down to your West Indian store or online, depending on where you live. But yeah, don't use your kind of Madrasi kind of Indian thing. It's a very, very different thing. Anyway, look, we're going to get all of this mixed into our meat and season it up. So mixing bowl, my meat's in there, and it's, you know, I've got some kind of nice big chunky pieces in there. You know, it's all kind of, you know, look at that, beautiful. Now we're going to start by adding everything. Now I'm going to go for one of this Scotch bonnet. I've just cut it open like that, drop it in, and really, once you cut that, wash your hands, because you don't want to be touching your face. It's not good. Like I say, they are absolutely fire, but delicious. Let's start off by dropping in some garlic. Then we're going to add that ground allspice or pimento. Then some bay. And then the whole allspice or pimento. Salt, pepper, and the dried thyme. Like I say, if I had fresh, I would be putting that in. Onion. And we're going to be adding more onion a bit later. Then the curry powder. Let me grab a spoon so we can see what we're doing here. Heaped. 1, 2, 3, and again we're going to be adding more of this a bit later on. Oil, like a cup of oil or half a cup of oil, up to you. Just get that in. That's just going to kind of help it all come together. I'm going to go in with my hands, and we're going to give this a great big old mix up. Now what you can do is go straight to the cooker and start cooking this, or you could leave it for a few hours in the refrigerator. I mean, maybe overnight is beautiful. Just depends on how much time you've got. Okay, so I've got my pot here. I'm lucky to have a nice Dutch pot with a nice lid. If you don't have that, then you just need to get a big pot with a lid ready. In there I've got some oil. Again, I'm using sunflower oil, and we're going to just get a little bit of the curry powder, get it in. The heat's on medium, and I just want to throw that around for a few seconds. Some people call this like a burning process. You don't actually want to burn it at all. You just want to heat it through, infuse the oil, get it on the go. Now just to let you know, I've touched my forehead with my gloves on, and I can feel my forehead right now burning, and that's from that chili. They really are fire, so please be very careful with them. Okay, our mixture, we're going to drop it into that seasoned oil. There's quite a lot more going on here still. We're nowhere near finished. What we want to do now is we're going to cook this on a medium heat for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, I'm going to be stirring it quite often, just with the lid off. Now, one other thing, you can often get things like seasonal or chicken seasoning, and there's loads of kind of Jamaican types of sort of seasoning stuff that other people would usually put in. I don't really like them in there actually, but yeah, if you want, see if you can grab some of that stuff, you know, from your store or online. Okay, I'll be back in about 25 minutes. Okay, let's start 25 minutes. Now I've got really quite big chunks of goat in there. You can cut it a lot smaller if you want. What we're going to do now is we're going to drop in water. About enough to cover it there. Little stir. Now we're going to get a lid on this. We're going to put the heat on just a little bit above the simmer, but nice and low. And you've got plenty of time now. I'll see you in 2 hours. Give it a stir every now and then. Okay, so we've been going for about 2 hours. Now, if you wanted, you could pressure cook it. You know, stick it in a pressure cooker and do 40 minutes or something like that. And that is looking absolutely fabulous. Now we're going to add some potatoes and a few other bits, but do not do it unless you're sure that this meat is nicely cooked. So here we go. There's our potatoes peeled, nice and chunky. Now guess what? On the my way out, I had to pop out to the shops. Guess what I found? Some fresh thyme. So that's going to go in now. I didn't have it earlier, but I've just found it. And then I've got a large tomato cut. Now give that a mix. We're going to go for about 10 minutes, and then we're still going to add some more things. We're still going to add some more onions I like in there, sort of nearish the end, and some bell peppers. But let's give the tomatoes and the potatoes a little bit of a head start. See you in about 10 minutes. Fantastic. Okay, we're now going to go in with some more onions sliced. I like them going in now. Some bell peppers. I'm using just green, sliced like that. And then some green onions, spring onions, or scallions. Bit more water. Super simmer now, nice and low. Let that go for about another 10 minutes or 15 minutes. We want those potatoes to be nice and tender. And we've done it. Absolutely fabulous. See you in about 10 or 15. Okay, off goes the heat. That is looking beautiful. Knife test. Potatoes are beautiful, lovely. Check that for salt, it's going to be fine for me. Now some people, and if you'd like, you could just put a little splash of coconut milk in there. But yeah, for me, wonderful. Let me get that on a plate. Okay, there you go, absolutely delicious. It does take a while to cook this one, but the result, as you can see, is superb. That's fall off the bone. I mean, literally, there you go, falling off there. Serving that with some white rice. If you want, you can do it with rice and peas. I actually prefer curry goat with white rice. And then just dressed it with a little bit of the old peppers and some thyme. Wonderful stuff. Hope you enjoy that. We'll see you very soon. Lots of love. Well, thanks for getting to the end of the video. Now, look, I just want to tell you about this other channel that I've got. It's called Simon Bellyful. It's me basically going out different places in the world where I get opportunity to go to. I'm eating, seeing people, meeting people, seeing what's happening around there. So if you're into that sort of thing, have a little look at it. See you later.
Touch zinc and stone. Footstep heavy but me walk alone. Market nice load but pocket still lean. Still make carry up when nobody see.